going, bros? Today I'll be showing you Museum of the Microstar on the Oculus Rift. I'm really excited about this one, so let's jump in. Museum of the Microstar.
On behalf of the Hedron Historical Group, welcome to the Museum of the Microstar. Hedron hopes your rematerialization was pleasant and physiologically accurate. Your ability to move will be restored shortly. If you still feel nauseous at that time, the restrooms can be found ahead, but unfortunately they are currently closed for repairs. You may be wondering why you can hear my voice. For your convenience, Hedron was kind enough to implant a Hedron-certified audio device inside of you during the teleportation process. After the conclusion of your visit to the museum, you may elect to have your implant removed for a small fee. To begin the audio tour, please approach the first exhibit, and your audiotropic implant will automatically reactivate.
Whoa. Okay, so the 3D is incredible. This looks amazing. Being inside of those red things there was wild. So they said I got a audiotropic implant. Seems like I'm in a museum that's futuristic, which is kind of cool considering the Rift really opens some doors with some new experiences, so I like the idea of that. This looks incredible, the sense of scale. This thing is huge. Two arms there holding it up. It's crazy. So this is a museum of different types of energy, and apparently you can expand on the information given. I won't expand on all of it. I'll leave some of it in case you guys end up trying the demo yourself, but I will expand on some of it. Considering it's a futuristic museum, I'll probably expand on some of the ones that seem futuristic.
Wood was a hard, fibrous structural tissue found in the stems and roots of trees. It was used for hundreds of thousands of years as both a fuel source and as a construction material. Click the sign if you'd like to learn more. Otherwise, please continue to the next exhibit.
Yeah, I'm not going to expand on things like wood.
Coal use by humans has been traced back as far as 2000 BC, but it was not until the 20th century AD that it became a prominent source of energy. While coal proved to be a useful source of energy, it was also a contributing factor in the destruction of Earth's original biosphere. Click the sign if you'd like to learn more. Otherwise, please continue to the next exhibit.
This is amazing. As far as I'm aware, there's nothing in the real world that can compare to something like this. So to experience this on the Rift it's really incredible.
Petroleum was a naturally occurring flammable liquid, consisting of a complex mixture of hydrocarbons of various molecular weights and other liquid organic compounds. Extracted primarily via drilling, it became the basis for most human manufacturing and food production. Click the sign if you'd like to learn more. Otherwise, please continue to the next exhibit. Methane hydrate is produced when methane becomes trapped in the crystalline structure of frozen water. While it was once a powerful and pervasive source of energy, it also produced tremendous amounts of greenhouse gases, which ultimately caused the first Great Burn. Click the sign if you'd like to learn more. Otherwise, please continue to the next exhibit.
Terminal offline due to nanites. That is not good. Warning. Exhibit closed due to nanite infestation. Wonder if those red things at the beginning were nanites. The sound that this orb is giving off with the surround sound headphones is wild. Looks like there's some liquid or something up there. Oh, there's, I didn't even notice before, there's 4 arms. There's 2 at the top there as well. I was so focused on the ball itself and the arms
Originally
below.
discovered in the late 18th century, uranium is the only terrestrially occurring fissile isotope. It has been used for a variety of different purposes throughout history, including the production of medicine, weapons, and most of all, radioactive glass. Click the sign if you'd like to learn more. Otherwise, please continue to the next exhibit.
Fission energy, this is where it starts to get interesting. Looks like there's quite a few more exhibits up there. Let's see what they start getting into up here.
With the destruction of Earth's atmosphere, the greatest surviving minds in science turned their attention to making the planet livable again. While a number of approaches were explored, bioengineered life forms such as this algae were most successful. Click the sign if you'd like to learn more. Otherwise, please continue to the next exhibit.
That's so cool, you can see them bouncing off the glass here.
This algae was engineered for carbon sequestration. Algae farms often covered hundreds of square miles, and, due to the smell and resident brain-eating amoeba, made swimming exceedingly unpleasant. It wasn't until the last of these farms died out that beaches became popular again, and remained popular until the Great Water Polo Inquisition banned all aquatic activities on planet Earth.
So by the sounds of things, something happened to Earth. But, I mean, humans are still here, so I don't know where we are in this museum, but it sounds like we got off the planet or something.
This is an example of version 2 of Hedron's hydrogen-producing uber fungus. Designed to be a food source and increase hydrogen levels in the atmosphere, it was the first bioengineered fungi to see widespread deployment. Click the sign if you'd like to learn more. Otherwise, please continue. Its successor, the uber fungus Mark IV, was a much more efficient hydrogen producer and significantly more tasty. Uber fungus Mark IV, which was much more resistant to fire, radiation, and extreme cold, would eventually go on to cover 1/4 of the Earth's landmass. The dramatic increase in atmospheric hydrogen caused by these fungi are believed to be a contributing factor to the second Great Burn.
I'm at a loss for words. This is a really, really crazy experience. I feel like I've been teleported to a futuristic museum and I'm literally here.
Epimethinium G was a bioluminescent airborne bacteria created by Hedron scientists after the first Great Burn. It was primarily engineered to remove methane from the atmosphere, but its soft glow was later added by the Army Corps of Atmospheric Beauticians.
Oh my god.
Click the sign if you'd like to learn more. Otherwise, please continue to the next exhibit.
This looks like some Pandora algae or something.
Records suggest that in areas of particularly high methane concentration, colonies of bacteria would form massive glowing clouds. However, scientists and historians can only speculate about the appearance of these clouds, as there are no visual records from this century, and since the last wild bacterial colonies were killed off in the Second Great Burn. Domesticated Epimethinium G, such as this sample, remain one of Hedron's best-selling products, due to its agreeable personality and charming retro aesthetic.
The first and second Great Burn?
Neofulgurite is a rare, energy-rich exomineral that powers many of Hedron's most popular products. Currently, neofulgurite can only be found on the surface of one exoplanet, Gliese 581G, but Hedron's terraforming scientists are confident that someday in the not-too-distant future, other useless planets could begin producing neofulgurite as well. Click the sign if you'd like to learn more. Otherwise, please continue to the next exhibit.
Gliese 581G is an actual planet. I remember hearing about that back in 2010. It's in the constellation Libra. It's about 20 light years away. I remember hearing about it because it's within the habitable zone, so it was very similar to Earth and could sustain water. Not sure if this material's a real material on there or not, but
Neofulgurite can only be produced by violent planetary storms. When lightning strikes the unique sands on the surface of Gliese 581G, it causes the spontaneous formation of an energetic crystalline structure. Due to the density of energy bound up in that structure, neofulgurite crystals are extremely volatile. These crystals, like the sample in front of you, have been known to produce explosions upwards of 600 megatons. But that doesn't stop our brave Hedron employees from very bravely venturing into the storms of Gliese 581G and collecting neofulgarite crystals by hand. It's an incredibly exciting and fulfilling career. If you'd like to learn more about becoming a Hedron prospector, be sure to visit your local Hedron recruitment office.
I'm getting such a strange feeling to be aware of a planet like that a lot of people I feel don't really know much about, and then to be able to see this in front of me here, hear him talking about the lightning hitting the sand on Gliese 581G. I feel like this is like a real element. Like I don't know, it's really hard to explain. I feel like I'm in a real museum and I'm looking at something that's very rare to see. It's really, really cool. Exomineral energy. Yeah, that's I just got a feeling like I've never had. It's really hard to explain. Having a bit of background knowledge about that planet, and then to see that, I feel like this is a real environment, and I'm in a real place. Holy crap, look at this.
This is the only known sample of taconite, a baffling substance discovered by Hedron submariners in the crew cabins of a sunken 17th century Spanish galleon. Based on documents found aboard the ship, Hedron anachronistic historians conclude that the sample was brought to Earth by a time traveler, who was subsequently killed for wearing funny clothes. Click the sign if you'd like to learn more. Otherwise, please continue to the next exhibit.
Brought to Earth by a time traveler? Wonder if it was John Teeter.
Scientific efforts to date the sample are believed to be unsuccessful, though sometimes quantum temporal dating has produced encouraging results. In fact, many scientists still contend that we have merely forgotten what we knew we forgot about the taconite sample. But Hedron archivists have decided that, as a result of the Kenyon paradox and the neither 3 nor 8 day war, research on the taconite sample should be indefinitely suspended, until such time as we potentially remember to forget what we forgot to remember. Until that day, the sample will remain here at the Museum of the Microstar. Unless it doesn't, of course.
That's hilarious. Holy crap, look at this.
Shortly after its discovery by a Hedron research expedition, Gravitanium was used to construct the first and only perpetual motion machine. Scientists hoped the machine could finally solve mankind's energy problems, but instead it created terrible problems of its own. Click the sign if you'd like to learn more. Otherwise, please continue to the next exhibit.
Gotta hear more about this.
During the second round of testing, research scientists lost control of the perpetual motion machine. Its exponential acceleration curve ultimately generated a fireball that destroyed much of the Great Lakes region of North America.
Oh no.
As a result of that incident, which came to be known as the Rust Belt Melt, all known governments signed the Buffalo Standstill Treaty and outlawed further research on perpetual motion machines. Gravitanium has since found use in microstar cores as well as the deck plating of zero-gravity facilities, such as interstellar ships and space hockey arenas.
Interstellar ships, that's pretty cool. Prepare for the most significant advancement in your past, present, and future. Oh nice, they're going to talk about this.
The crown jewel of this museum is, of course, the Hedron FX-1 Microstar. Ignited around a gravitanium core, this microstar constitutes the first self-sustaining artificial fusion reaction in the history of history itself. This glowing achievement provides a beacon of hope and prosperity during humankind's darkest moments, and while it ultimately caused the destruction of planet Earth and all known life on its surface, the FX-1 Microstar finally allowed the rest of us to cast off our planetary chains and break free of our desolate terrestrial prison. Microstars such as this one now power the spacecraft and planetary power grids of the entire Hedron interstellar trade network. They have allowed Hedron to blaze countless trails through the galaxy in every imaginable direction, and over time, Hedron has itself grown to become the radiant star at the center of the known universe. Today there are many sides to Hedron, but all of them continue to face forward. So as always, Semper ad Futurum. Hedron is the future.
That is crazy. So this thing caused the destruction of the planet, but it also allowed us to get off the planet and travel the universe. That is really cool. It looks wild. This is You know, I know it isn't real, but it's hard to tell your brain that when you're standing here looking at it. It's, holy shit. To see this thing towering over me is wild. The sense of scale is really, really like profound in this demo. Well, I guess I think that's it. Might be something over here. This is wild. I hope they add more to this.
On behalf of the Hedron Historical Group, thank you for visiting the Museum of the Microstar. We hope you have been sufficiently impressed by the wonders exhibited here. But they are more than a mere demonstration of Hedron's unmatched technological prowess. They're a record of our history and the history to come. Be sure to visit the Microstar gift shop after your exit teleportation concludes. As a reminder, should you wish to have your audiotropic implants removed during teleportation, Hedron is glad to accommodate you for a small fee of 10,000 unified Hedron dollars. Glad bye, and thanks for visiting.
Glad bye. Oh shit. Yeah, this is incredible. Wow, incredible. Absolutely incredible. I hope that was half as cool for you guys as it was for me. Definitely felt like I was actually teleported to a real futuristic museum. Definitely didn't feel like a game. The Rift is much more than a gaming accessory. The feeling I have is crazy from that. I can't wait to go back in there and try it again. I enjoyed it. Hope you bros did too. Like always, until next time, cheers.